Well, hello. Well, hello there, guys. I hope you can hear me okay. Let me know if you can hear me in the chat so that we can move forward with this stream. Sounds good to me, says Jared. Very cool. Awesome. Yeah, we're going to be doing Kriegsmarine and Winter War. Well, we're going to try to do the best we can, of course. So let's go ahead and jump in here. First things first, I'm starting with Winter War. So let's jump in here, guys, and we're actually playing, this is deep into World War II. So the actual Winter War between the Soviet Union and Finland happened in 1937, I believe. So this is actually during World War II when Finland was allied with Germany. After our rejection of unacceptable peace conditions, a huge Soviet army has been mustered to force Finland out of the war. Our front line is already under heavy fire from Soviet preparational artillery barrage, and we cannot lose Vilpuri. So that's basically the entire point of this mission, is not to lose Vilpuri. Let's just make sure everything's running fine. The stream is actually not officially started anyway. Thank you, Vexar. Very cool. Ooh, don't give it to them yet, Muso. Give them some time. The stream has not started. We still have 2 minutes till we jump off here. Hey, Jaguar, how you doing? Yeah, absolutely, Jaguar. Now, we're probably going to play some Winter War, and then we're going to switch over. Now, for this, guys, for this first mission, we can absolutely do some betting. So, Muso, if you want to see who's going to win, the Soviets or the Finnish, you can go ahead and start that bet, because this is definitely one we're going to make through, or we're going to try to make it through the entire thing. Now, keep in mind, this might take a little longer than expected, so our Kriegsmarine view might be a little shorter, but we'll have to see. All right, guys? So we'll go ahead and wait a little bit more. Wow, 40 people here on Twitch. I wonder how many we have on YouTube watching. Hello to everybody, but that's really great. So we've got a lot of people here for the Order of Battle stream. That is awesome. Burma Road is great. Yep. Absolutely, Byron. I'm going to be playing as the Finns. Pixel, thanks for asking. I will be playing as the Finnish army. Might be the only Axis force that I kind of respect in the actual Second World War. Oh, Laird with the ultimate meme. Muso, you have to remember that one. Look at that. Finish them. He said finish them. That's wonderful. Super meme. You better, you know what? I think he deserves some slits for that, Muso, honestly. I think we need to give slits for memes. We definitely want to start to create some memes for Slytherin and for the stream. I think it'd be hilarious. So maybe we should start writing these down and awarding people for good memes. Even send in some pictures or something if you guys want. Alright, guys, so we are officially starting here. I want to go ahead and jump in and begin. So, right away, guys, we see that we should not lose Viipuri. We have to hold the VT line for 10 turns and hold or retake the VKT line. These are secondary objectives. I'm not going to worry about those too much. But as you can see, we've got a pretty nice defensive line here against the Soviets. Of course, they're going to be sending everything at us. And keep in mind, this is not early in the war. This is 1944. So this is quite late into the war. I'm going to get some Finnish ski troops here, purchase and deploy them up here near Siranmaki. And I don't see where Viipuri is. There it is. Got a lot of places where we can deploy our troops, and I can just tell by the length of this map that this battle is going to have a tremendous amount of attacking forces, because they're going to keep pushing us back. Let's go and get some tanks as well, if we can get any. Ooh, maybe we don't have any tanks. Finnish tactics. No, there they are. So BT-42s, again, not the greatest tank in the world. I'm not even sure. Maybe the Panzerkampfwagen would be better. Let's see. They're both pretty similar. think I'm actually going to take the Panzerkampfwagen. It does better against infantry. So let's purchase and deploy the Panzerkampfwagen. If we're going to be fighting on a front like this, I think we're definitely going to need some artillery. So let's get some of that as well. Maybe a lot of artillery. So let's go ahead, get some arty. And ooh, that's interesting, the BT-42, but I think the 150 howitzer is going to be much better. We're just going to use a horse-drawn buggy because why not? Let's see if we can get a few more here. Another horse-drawn buggy. Okay. And maybe some more infantry units. Finnish heavy infantry, definitely. So we're going to be laying these all across the front. I'm going to put some of these in the woods. I think that's probably a safe place to put them. These guys can also fire mortars, which is going to be helpful, and maybe some TAC bombers. I don't know how many TAC bombers we want to invest in, but I think we need a few. Maybe even some fighter planes, because I'm almost certain that the Russians are going to have some fighters. Luckily, we have Messerschmitts given to us by the Germans. That's going to come in useful. Let's get another Messerschmitt there. Purchase and deploy. And I'm going to go ahead and purchase a few more infantry units. Some heavy infantry. We're not giving them any transportation. So we're basically saying, guys, if you can't hold the line, you're pretty much dead. But I think that's the way we should approach this. And maybe some more artillery. We'll see what you guys think, what you guys suggest in the comments down below. Purchase. Let's take a look here. Ah, interesting. Another remake of the Winter War. Yeah, there's been a lot of Winter War movies recently, which I'm actually happy about, because it's a period in history that should be covered. And like I said, please feel free to bet on this, guys, on this particular match. Let's put some... No, you stay. Put this already here. There we go. Got some pretty powerful artillery. I'm going to end the turn because I want to see what the enemy's going to do. Ooh! And we might actually be able to speed up the enemy's turn phase right here. Hold a second. Let me do that. AI animation speed. There we go. Ooh, that's some heavy fire. My goodness, the Soviet attack has begun. Kill them, boys. Oh man, they are definitely attacking on all fronts. Wow, feel the Soviet fury, guys. And sure enough, they got some fighters. I expected that. We're going to try to start taking them out. Man, I hope we can use that artillery soon. That Soviet horde is desperate for blood. Okay, guys, back to our turn. And we still have points, so I'm definitely going to start allocating some men over here. I thought that might be an issue, so let me actually get this BT-42 artillery. Put it up here. This area seems a little impassable, so maybe we don't have to worry about it much, but there is a road directly over here. And I'm actually going to bring this Finnish heavy infantry to the front lines. So let's bring them down in a train, and eventually they can dismount from the train, probably next turn. And we'll keep the artillery right there. I think I want to purchase some more infantry units. Let's get some more Finnish ski infantry. It's going to take them a while to get over here, but at least we know we've got some defenses. Some more ski infantry. I don't do a very good Finnish accent. I think I could do a Russian accent. Finnish might be a little tough. Very monotone and just the... How's it going, man? No, it's bad. It's just bad. Let's see if we can fire some arty. So the distance is a bit too far for us to hit him with artillery. I am going to attack, though. It actually looks like our guy has a pretty good shot here. Doing some damage. Nice! Look at that! That's a Panzerfaust! I wonder if you guys think, would a Panzerfaust be effective against infantry? I guess it would. It blows up. I mean, that's pretty straightforward. Maybe we get another artillery piece. I don't know if I'm buying too much arty. Usually I buy too little. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and purchase and deploy this one. Let's put it up here. It's going to take a while to get it down, but at least we've got another arty piece. And I'm going to start hitting their bombers with the Messerschmitt. Where is that Messerschmitt? There she is. So here we go. We've got a lot of Soviet bombers incoming. I think it's a bomber. Maybe it's a transport plane. If it's a transport plane, they might be trying to drop men behind our lines. Ilyushin. Bring in another Messerschmitt. Maybe we should get some more. Man, that thing looks nasty. Alright, I'm going to let them try to cross that bridge. I actually kind of hope they do. I'll also bring this heavy infantry a little closer too. And guys, what I'm doing here, I've sped up the animations. Now, if you'd like, in your game, you can absolutely keep longer animations. I just think this this makes it a bit easier, essentially, to play the game without, you know, having to wait too long. So let's go ahead, open fire here with our heavy infantry. You have not even touched us, Russian. We can attack again here. Oh yeah, our guys are actually managing to do way more damage than I expected. And we actually have a nice big artillery piece. We're going to drop him there. We'll keep this guy here for now, but he can always relieve these other Finnish infantry units if they need to be relieved. In fact, I'm really tempted to attack from here, but I think it would be a mistake because we'd be leaving this town completely open to the enemy. What I will do is with our Finnish engineers, I'm going to lay some mines. Let's drop some right there. Right near the town. We'll put some here as well, and we could actually start like a line of mines to stop the enemy from advancing here. May or may not work. Okay, I think I'm going to get some more Messerschmitts. And we also have some bombers here. But I think I might use them over here on the right side. Can't really reach it. Could hit these guys. There's not really any Soviet heavy equipment besides that artillery piece. So I'm going to go here for the infantry. You just got unlucky, infantry. Sorry about this. Here we go. Oh, they do have some support. That's why we need some fighters. Now, luckily, their fighters are not very effective, but we definitely need some more Messerschmitts. So I'm going to purchase some more fighters here. I hate having to spend so much on fighters because they're so expensive. And, you know, they only really perform one task, essentially, and that's taking out enemy planes. I mean, sure, they can do some damage to infantry, but I don't think they're, you know, they're a replacement for just a good old infantry unit, to be honest. We'll move this artillery up a bit. I want to start defending this front better, so I'm going to move my Finnish ski troops up as well. And maybe these tanks, too. This tank should be pretty effective against the enemy. And look at that, Scorched Earth. I love the animation for the Scorched Earth. Very cool. We have a few units up here, but I'm going to keep them back here because we don't know if those are transport planes, bombers. You know, they could be delivering men. They could obviously be delivering bombs, but we're not 100% sure either way. So let's be careful. And as for more units, I'm really not sure what I want to buy yet. I might be a little more careful with my spending. Ooh! Now this I'm going to do. We could actually move forward and start attacking the Soviet heavy gun. Oh, Soviet ambush! I should have known. I'm Finnish. I should have known better. We're supposed to be the ones ambushing. That was embarrassing. Okay, let's grab some infantry and actually maybe some recon units. The Blackburn Reapin can definitely help, and it's pretty cheap. But first I want to get some Finnish heavy infantry. We'll put them here in Valkasadi, and hopefully they'll do a better job than these guys. And maybe even some more artillery, dare I say. I mean, if we get a lot of arty, maybe we could just blow these guys up before they even make it to the front line. Let's try it out. Alright, we're ending the turn and turning it over to the Soviets. Hold on, some unmoved units. Yeah, they're supposed to stay there. They're reinforcements. Oh, they've got a lot of ships moving up now. Some serious movement by the enemy. They're managing to force us across the river. This is not looking good. And on a river tile, we're going to take more damage for sure. Down to 1. That's rough. Nice. Wonder if you guys are feeling so confident about your bets now, because there are a lot of Soviets here. As you can see, they're also pulling them back and giving them some replacements, some reinforcements, some really good moves here by the Soviets, and by the Soviet AI, actually. So they're definitely getting those bunkers. And it looks like they're sending a lot of these planes back to get refueled, or maybe to actually reinforce. Either or, that's a pretty terrifying prospect. There we go, a red storm. Massive wave of Soviet bombers is approaching the defenses of the VK line. Attempting to intercept such an overwhelming force seems futile, so we have no other choice but to weather the storm. Yep, we basically need to get bombed non-stop for a few turns before we fix this situation. Now, I'm actually going to target this 203 millimeter, which I didn't even think was possible. The Soviets really do have some huge guns. Let's go ahead and attack here. For Finland! Right, we forced him back. They might get some artillery support here, but looks like we're doing okay on this front. And I do want to remain a little offensive in some of our attacks. Really try to injure the enemy as much as we can. Get him, boys. We have flamethrowers as well. There we go. We'll actually move forward. Now, these guys do need some replacements. The most we can get them right here is 2, because this is obviously not a very good area for supply. But we might try to do that for them. For now, I'm just going to use our heavy infantry to open fire on the Reds here. Nice, and we've got this massive artillery. We're going to use it against this unit. I don't want this guy getting destroyed. Hopefully this will allow us to save that unit. Let's fire over here as well. Pulling this guy back to reinforce. Finish off this red unit on the bridge. Machine gun, boys! Oh, that is beautiful. He is definitely retreating. Absolutely awesome. Let's see if we can actually finish them off with our 4 here. So we're not going to be able to reinforce, and he could take a hit next turn, but we did destroy that unit. Is that an SVT? There's actually an SVT rifle right there in the river. I kind of want that. That's beautiful. Alright, let's see if we can do anything with this guy. Nope, doesn't look like it. Maybe we can try and bring these units to try and hit the enemy artillery. Then again, no, it wouldn't be that effective. For now, our fighters are going to stay here. We'll actually move them back to the airbase so that they can get some fuel. But besides that, I think we're going to be pretty conservative with these Messerschmitts. Actually, let's open fire on the Soviet infantry. See how it goes. I'm actually going to fire at the guys crossing the river here. And these guys can get some reinforcements. We're actually going to give them special reinforcements. It's only 3 coins more. And we'll push these guys forward and open fire at the guys on the bridge. Terrible location to be, of course. Flee, Soviets! Alright, I'm going to save, guys. You know my obsession with saving. I want to make sure we don't lose anything at all. So let's save here. Finish war. Okay, let's take a look at the chat. Can I tell you something about supply in this game? Many have questioned, but it's hard to explain without being able to press space. So thanks, Cable. And sorry, guys, I have not been looking at the chat. I've been so focused on defeating the Soviet enemy here. But yeah, so basically what Cable's talking about is if you hold spacebar, you can see the areas of highest supply, essentially. You know, towns are very helpful, and you want to try and remain on roads if you can, things like that. You can also get cut off from supply. So if you guys take a look at these units here, they seem to be in a pretty good situation. Even though they're out in the open, they're getting supply, but they're not getting as much. But now if the Reds were to take this hex right here and this hex right here, we'd be getting no supply at all, and we wouldn't be able to move much. I'm sure that our attack is limited, and obviously running out of ammunition is a possibility. You know, it's just not a good position to be in. Let's go ahead and get these guys off the train. It's been a long journey. And we're going to start moving this artillery forward. I hate having to go into this hex, but we don't really have much of a choice. And these Finnish ski troops don't really belong in this particular terrain. They're going to have to get across the river. They're made to deal with the snow and mountains. They're not made to deal with the rivers. They're actually quite terrible with the rivers. Let's see. All right, I'm going to try and actually save this bomber. And Let's see if we can attack the enemy fighters. Let's see how we do against them. The Yakolev, the Yak 7. The Yaks were actually really great fighter planes. I think Messerschmitt is better personally, but the Yaks were just great. Let's keep on going. And I'm going to go for this one right here. So now we've got a true air war going on as well. Let's move the artillery up so that it's in a better position. And look at that. I love the horse transport. I mean, honestly, the Germans, in this case we're playing as the Finns, but the Germans used a lot of horse transports during the war. You know, people have this misconception that the German army was like this ultra-elite, you know, transport army. And in many cases, of course, they were, but they did not, you know, move forward without some horse and buggies occasionally to carry artillery, etc. Same with the Russians, obviously, so this really wasn't that uncommon. I'm gonna move forward here. Good old horse and buggy. Gets the job done, and if you're hungry, you can eat the horse. It's a really great system. Apparently horse is pretty good in some cultures. Let's take a look here. Okay. I want to bring in some more reinforcements, but again, I want to be careful about what I buy. So I'm being really careful during this Let's Play. Usually I'm just like, yeah, I'm going to do this. No, I'm going to try to be careful. Maybe an infantry unit, like maybe just some Finnish heavy infantry. But after that, I'm going to be a bit more careful. And let's drop them right there. Okay, we're ending the turn, guys. Oh, those are some big arties that the massive artillery does. Wow. Nice, got them down quite a bit here. Unfortunately, I think that that Finnish unit is paying the ultimate price. Okay, here we go, guys. Let's take a look at the good old chat here. Oh, cool. So I'm just now seeing that you guys have started voting on the game. No worries, Cable. And it looks like you guys are trying to do War in the East. Cool. Yeah, man. I have not played War in the East in so long. But I used to play a lot of it. In fact, on my channel, we actually had a Let's Play where everybody got to control one of the general's army. So, for instance, we were playing as the Germans. We had something like 8 generals. You know, like the Northern General, the you know, Second Northern General, etc. And each person got to control an army and essentially tell me whether they wanted to be offensive, defensive, medium, and give me a few orders on specifics. Maybe we can do that if we do War in the East. It takes a lot to set up, quite frankly. It's not an easy task for me and Muso, because we'd have to give you each, you know, some control over the game, of course, and you'd have to be quick on your responses, but could be something we could try out, and it could be pretty fun, and maybe the person that wins gets some sort of prize. But right now, it's just an idea. Definitely an interesting one, though. What do you guys think? Let's open fire here. Get 'em, boys! I really want to chase him down, but I'm actually going to go ahead and use the Messerschmitt and hope I get lucky. Nope. Almost. Alright, we've got some arty right here. Let's see if we can get him. I'm spending so much just to get that one Russian unit. I just don't want them reinforcing him. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and fire at the artillery. That's really what we should have been shooting at. Forward! Heroes of Finland! Awesome idea, says Dogs of War. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely something we could consider doing. Again, it takes some planning. But maybe we can make it work. What do you think about that idea, Muso? So basically what we would do is we'd have a game of War in the East, and War in the East has a ton of units. You know, it's got a lot of NATO counters, so maybe we could give each of the users, you know, obviously we would basically have to do it randomly, or maybe we could set up a system where you guys sign up on the forum, and, you know, we could give you each control of a certain army. Now, the rules are simple. We want to have some rules, and me and Musa would have to talk about it. But one of the rules that could be quite interesting is if you start doing really poorly, you basically get either executed or arrested, per the vote of other generals, of course, and somebody else gets to replace you. So there's a lot of ways to make that interesting and a fun experience for the users. But you got to make sure, guys, subscribe to the Twitch channel, share the Twitch channel with your friends, share our YouTube channels with your friends, and try to increase our views there. And we're going to have even more players and even more interest in an idea like that. So look at this. We've got a nice little offensive going on here. Who says that the offensive tactic doesn't work? And I think what I'm going to try to do is actually cut through the Soviet lines back here. It may or may not work, but I'm going to try it out. Let's see. Alright guys, sorry about that. We had a little crash. Let's see if we can't fix this. This is why I save games. Okay, it seems like it's working now. Tell me if you guys see that. Crashed for me for a second there, but now it seems alright. Nice. We didn't even have to reload. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look here at the artillery. And actually, I want to move this artillery a little farther forward as well. This line, you know, we're kind of supposed to have some men here, but if this is working, I'm just going to go ahead and keep on fighting against the enemy. We're so close to doing quite well here. In fact, we're doing quite well on this front. I'm actually going to bring this guy down. I wanted to leave him up here to watch for enemy paratroopers, but I haven't seen those transport planes so far, so let's just hope they don't suddenly materialize. And actually, look at that. They did quite a number on our arty here. Let's fix him up. Get him back to 9. That's not good. So we're going to open fire on this unit on the bridge. Actually, no. I'm going to open fire on this unit. It definitely looks like they did a good push here near Kokoala. I'm sure I completely mispronounced that. At this point, we just need to try and move them back from the bridge. So I could also use the mortar just to be safe. And this way I wouldn't take any damage, but I also risk not doing any damage to them. So I'm going for the full-out attack. Nice! Using the Panzerschreck. And they're using some Molotov cocktails. It looks like they learned a few tricks from us. Let's open fire. Okay, and I'm of course going to try to chase down this plane here, the Yakolev Yak-7. These guys desperately need reinforcements, so we're going to go ahead and bring them some. But the enemy's also doing a really good job at hitting us with artillery. I'd love to take out these guns, but these particular planes are not made to take guns out like that. Now, our bomber is probably going to be able to. Let's go ahead and attack the Yakolev from here as well. Nice. And I don't see much of a point in reinforcing the AT guns. Believe it or not, for games like Panzer Corps and you know, even Panzer General and Order of Battle, I'm just not a fan of AT guns. Primarily because they really can't move very far, so they're only effective if you get the perfect defense. And you don't usually get the perfect defense, unfortunately. So I'm very skeptical about using AT guns in strategy games. But if you disagree with me, let me know. Now, if it's a real-time strategy game, that's a completely different story. Okay, I'm also going to be doing a little mission here, I think. First of all, let's reinforce these guys. But my mission is going to be to send a Finnish unit to destroy the 203mm mortar right there. I think that's going to be an important task. Let's go ahead. We could chase these guys and get some good kills, but is it worth it? I don't think so. I think right now being patient is the name of the game. So let's stay to being patient. And we're going to end the turn here pretty soon. Not much we can do about the Soviet ships off our coast here. But if they want to get close to the coastal guns, then we can do a lot of damage. Alright, ending the turn, turning it over to the Soviets. Imagine if we could take Leningrad. That would be incredible, but I don't see that happening. Let's see who we missed. Actually, yeah, that was good, because we actually could fire on this unit and do some damage with our beautiful bunker here. End the turn. No. Continue. Wow, look at that, reinforcing once again. Burn them! Yeah, it really is a red wave right now. Okay, guys, back to us. And once again, we cannot lose Vilpuri. I'm going to see if I can start firing with some artillery here. Although, once again, we're going to need some reinforcements for the arty. This is another reason we can't really afford to purchase new troops, because we're going to need a lot of reinforcements for the units we lose. Almost certainly in this game. Let's go ahead and fire at this guy right here. Start weakening these enemy infantry units. Delaying their advance is just as important as defeating them in battle. So I'm actually going to pull back here with this Finnish infantry unit. They've taken quite a beating, and I don't want them to keep taking a beating. So I'm going to see if I can move forward and destroy this 203mm artillery gun with the Finnish ski troops. Beautiful. And we used a Stilhandgranat to destroy that thing, and it worked out beautifully. It's absolutely, completely burnt out. And let's see if we can destroy this 122mm with our Panzerkampfwagen. Thank you, Germany. Close enough. Close enough. It's going to take a while to repair that guy. This guy desperately needs reinforcements, and we could also construct a pontoon bridge. Although I don't see why we would. In this case, we're defending, so if anything, we'll blow bridges up, which we can also do. Let's go ahead and reinforce this unit. If the enemy wants to attack us, so be it. And we're going to reinforce this unit as well. But as you can see, we're not getting many reinforcements at this point, which is a bit scary. So I'm going to send the heavy infantry in. Wow, a lot of Finnish troops. I mean, Russian troops here. We'll open fire on this unit. Nice. And let's open fire on this unit right here. Could have reinforced, but I think the best bet may be to go ahead and attack, especially just with the massive amount of enemies. Attack! You can see our men are absolutely doing their best. And I think Operation Grab the artillery gun here is going to have to be put on hold temporarily. Maybe not. Maybe not. We're moving in a dangerous position because we're crossing a river with heavy infantry, but this is a special mission, guys, and we're going to complete it. This guy can stay here on the bridge. Like a coward he is. I'm just kidding. He's been very brave. And we got a tank here. We could probably move the tank forward as well. Let's do that. Let's get our Messerschmitt to shoot down this fighter once and for all. One more attack. There we go. Finally, the yak is down. Thankfully missed the tank there, and I love the animations of the burning. Just how the landscape changes in order of battle is one of the coolest things about it. Let's go ahead and open fire here with our artillery as well. And we're moving forward with our Finnish ski troops. I don't think that the Soviets stand a chance against our ski troops. Especially not with artillery support. Go back to Russia. Now, we could reinforce these guys, and I think that's going to be the right move. On the defensive, you always want to try and reinforce as much as possible. And they're only at 9. Maybe we grab this guy, and we could go for the enemy bomber. Let's go for it, guys. The Ilyushin DB3. Now, we've got a bomber of our own, but he could actually stand to land so that he can actually get some more bombers in his crew, because right now the Soviets have pretty much made that an ineffective bomber crew with the amount of times they've attacked it, or the amount of damage they've done to it, rather. And we'll end our turn here, guys. Let's hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. Always forget that one bunker. There we go. Killed another one. Nice. Doesn't seem like they're bringing much more forward, but I don't know. There's a lot at Leningrad. They can always ferry in more troops, move in more troops by rail, so we've got to be very careful. Whoa, what is that? That is a big enemy fighter plane. Alright, they've got multiple units crossing the bridge now, so they're trying to make their way through this little narrow path. Luckily, we've got a lot of artillery here, but we are probably going to need to invest in support infantry. They're getting really close to our towns. I'm definitely investing in some infantry, because at this point, if we can destroy this this lefternmost attack, or westernmost attack, then we have just stopped a major Soviet offensive, and we can focus our forces elsewhere. So I'm going to drop some units in Valkasadi, maybe just some regular Finnish infantry, but we've got to do it. And here we go, guys. The system that Cable Nexus was talking about before, we are now cut off with these two units, a tank unit and an infantry unit, and that is very dangerous. So we're going to try to break ourselves out. It's not always very easy to do that, so I'm going to go ahead and, first of all, fire with my artillery, try to weaken and soften up this unit. Fire again. You can never take these situations for granted, because now our men are not getting supplied. Come on, boys. And now, we're going to be stuck without supply for at least one turn, and that's if we hold our position. So I am going to fire on this unit. Maybe I shouldn't. I'm going to, and I'm going to do the same with my tank. Fire on the unit here. Man, that is vicious. And let's drop our unit in Valkasadi. So, 1 second. I want to get just a regular infantry unit, Finnish infantry. Oh boy, we don't have enough command points. That is not good. So, for now, we might have to move our tank into Valkasadi. Now, tanks actually do pretty good defensively in cities, but if you're attacking a city with a tank, it's a terrible idea. So, in this case, we're lucky. And there we go. One Soviet unit down. Let's keep attacking. These are our woods. This unit desperately needs reinforcements. Let's give it to them. We're going to move forward with the heavy infantry because he's needed over here. And one more shot. That one could be a lucky one, but I think it's better we focus on these stronger units right there. So that's what I'm going to do. And it looks like our mission to cross and destroy the artillery piece is going to have to be halted. Alright, this guy is going to need to run away. He'll replace him. Open fire. Everybody's happy. Except for the Soviets. Run away, Soviets. And I'm going to get this guy back up on the hill because we've got a Soviet unit that has infiltrated our lines. By the way, guys, the BT-42, this is really cool. It has an ability here where we can lower the gun elevation to turn it basically into a tank. So, really neat adaptation for the BT-42. It's not the greatest tank in the world, or artillery piece, but gets the job done. It's not the worst either. Fire! At least you tried. Just reinforcing the line, boys. That's right, get out of there. Could we liberate that town? Maybe we can. We actually move forward on the front here. And we still got some artillery. I'm going to fire at the guys on the bridge. Actually, let's fire at the enemy artillery gun. Although this guy desperately needs reinforcements. Let's see if we can hit the guys on the bridge here. Beautiful. And, of course, we're going to send our Messerschmitts after their bombers. Thank you, Germany, for the Messerschmitts. We need to go ahead and repair those bombers. And I'm actually going to get on the bridge and start opening fire. This bridge is ours. Okay, guys, ending the turn once again here. Unfortunately, we can't purchase any units right now. All we can do is reinforce our existing units. So we have to focus on that. Could move this guy down, but actually I'm going to reinforce him one more time so he's got the full 10, and we'll end the turn. I think we have to leave at least one unit back at Vilpuri just to make sure the enemy doesn't take it. So I'm actually going to move this guy into Vilpuri just to make sure the enemy doesn't try and, you know, land some paratroopers back here. And I'll move this guy on the rails towards the battlefield. Gotta love the rail system in the game because we can move them to the battlefield in 2 or 3 turns, and he's going to be very effective. And maybe we can even shoot down a bomber. Ah, Red Wave is not so effective now, is it? Beautiful. Alright, guys, we definitely want to save. Let's do that. Okay, guys. Summer War. Okay, so has anybody won any keys yet? I wonder if any of you guys have gotten any keys. Come on, who wants a key? We know you guys are desperate. You want a key immediately. Don't lie. Alright, let's end the turn here, guys. Ah, we do have a Messerschmitt left. Good shooting. Now, I think these guys are doomed, unfortunately, but maybe not. Wow, yeah, unfortunately, that thing is gone. Oh, they finally moved back the heavy infantry. I was hoping that would not happen. Oh, perfectly good panzer. Okay. Now, guys, we do have a decision to make, and actually, Muso, if you can make a straw poll, that would be great. You know, our initial plan during this stream was to show 2 different games, both this and Kriegsmarine. If you guys want us to play Kriegsmarine, please let us know in the straw poll, sorry. Or if you guys would rather we continue this game and finish it, let us know. I don't want to, you know, let anybody down. So if somebody wants to see Kriegsmarine, we'll try to see it as well. But if we want to continue betting to see if we're going to win this, we've got to keep on playing. So let me know, guys. In the meantime, let's see if we can't fight back some Soviets. All right, we're going to move these guys up first of all. Nice. Reinforce, and we'll use our artillery, of course. Now I'm going to go after this enemy fighter plane. The Ilyushin Il-2. I think that's a heavy fighter. Very effective. And as you can see, our artillery might not be able to take tanks out most of the time, but it can definitely take out armored cars. So I'd like to try and damage their armored cars as much as I can. Also fire at these units that are about to break. Here we go. Never give up, never surrender, boys. Do we go for the armored car, or do we destroy this unit? Let's destroy that unit. Oh, not quite. Not quite. Alright, fair enough. Reinforcing with these guys. Reinforcing these guys as well. A lot of units here need reinforcements and replacements. And now I'm actually going to get behind the enemy. As you can see, now the enemy is completely cut off. These guys I'm going to give reinforcements to. And we're just going to try to bombard these guys into submission. I mean, at this point, if they don't give up, then they are the toughest Soviets we've seen so far. Good work, boys. There we go. Another one bites the dust. And we keep moving forward. I'm just going to take the long route because it's taken forever for these units to make it forward at all. Alright, let's take a look and see what you guys have decided. don't know if it's just my terrible browser, but I can't view the results. So somebody's going to have to tell me the results. Muzo, I'm going to have to trust you on this one. So definitely make sure to go for the straw poll. This straw poll and the one we just put up. And let's see, what are we going to be playing? Kriegsmarine? Or are we going to be playing, or continuing this particular Let's Play? Oh, we're 3-3 right now. Wow. So we have to wait a little bit while people decide. We'll give it until... Right now it's 9:46 on my U.S. time because I have a U.S. laptop. So once it gets to 9:47... Yeah, once it gets to 9:47, we're going to select whoever wins. So make sure to put your vote in. The polls are closing. We're still 3-3. We need a tiebreaker, guys. Make sure to follow the link to the vote. Okay, keep going it is. So there we go, guys. We will keep on going. So we might take a look at Kriegsmarine in a future stream. We've done a stream of it in the past. You just have to look at our history. So make sure to do that. And I think we're going to keep on going here. I think you guys have made the right choice because I really want to see how far we can get in this battle against the Soviets and see if we can't get a victory. That would be excellent. Let's go ahead and open fire here on the enemy. Actually, I might use my mortar for once. So as you can see, we didn't do any damage with the mortar, unfortunately, but it's a start. And they haven't even broken the first line of defense yet. We got to remember that. We're keeping these guys on their toes for sure. All right, we'll bring these guys down over this way. I said I was going to keep that guy near Vilpuri, but I lied. I'm just going to hope that the enemy doesn't land units behind. Well, being such an important defensive location, I'll keep one unit there. Why not? But this guy's going all the way back down to the front lines. Reinforcements. And, of course, now we can go ahead and pick up the plane. Use it next turn to bomb some enemy targets. Let's see if we can't kill this guy once and for all. There we go. Good shooting. Got some revenge for our lost artillery piece. And actually, let's quickly check. Yes, we can purchase a unit, guys. We have to be very careful what we buy. So we have lost one tank, so I'm really tempted to buy another one. But I'm not sure that's the greatest idea in the world. So I think I might go for that one tank. I can't help myself. Yeah, we're going to do that. So let's purchase one tank right there, Panzerkampfwagen, once again. Revived destroyed unit. Yes! And we'll drop him... let's put him... over here. Bit of a weird location, actually. Yeah, we have no units in reserve. I was hoping we might have one artillery unit in reserve, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. So we'll end our turn, guys. What units have not moved? No, we're keeping these guys here. Here we go. I'm only now starting to realize how much support that enemy naval bombardment is actually giving the attacking units. And they've got tanks as well. That is not good. So we're still managing to do a tremendous amount of damage to their units. I'm just not sure it's enough. With this many Soviets attacking, we need to get really, really lucky. Alright, first of all, look at this. Just look at that. Like, that's unbelievable. And they still have more units coming up from here. They've got a Katyusha rocket system coming up. I mean, this is crazy. So, we're supposed to hold that against all of these guys. I have no idea how we're going to succeed. Let's try and hit these guys first. Divide and conquer, I think, is going to be the key here. Just basically wipe them out little by little. Gonna reinforce these guys once again, and these guys. And I'm actually gonna open fire on the tank unit. No luck that first shot. Let's try again. There we go. And that's a T-34 model 1940. So obviously not the most up-to-date T-34, but good enough. I mean, it's still a T-34. Here we go. Alright, these guys are definitely in need of reinforcements, so let's go ahead and reinforce them a bit here. Same with these guys. Reinforcing a bit. Reinforcing a bit. A lot of these guys are in need of reinforcements, and there's also what looks to me to be a enemy armored car advancing on this particular end. So let's give them a little bit of a little taste of our artillery. Maybe they need a little extra. There we go. There we go. That's perfect. And we'll attack as well. Nice. Move these guys forward as well. And yes, once again, we're crossing on a river tile with this unit, unfortunately for them. Beautiful. Now this guy is in desperate need of refueling, so we're going to go ahead and drop him off at base. And let's bring our bomber out and see if he can get a little bit closer here to the enemy. Maybe even destroy one of the enemy tank units, or hit the enemy here on the bridge. Either way, we're helping out the rest of our troops. What to do, what to do. Where's that train? Alright, first things first, these guys are going to have to go up here because we already have so many units defending this pass, even though it's a really, really narrow pass. Looking for any enemy air units. I don't see any right now. We might have actually wiped out the enemy air units. It doesn't make me feel much safer, though, because they still have a ton of ground units. Maybe we could start going for some of their ships. Worth a try. Okay, guys, we're ending our turn right now. Oh, we've got another plane that's low on fuel. I hope you can make it back to base. Make sure everybody is nice and refueled. And yeah, that train is staying there, so we'll just dismount the unit and leave him right there. Nice, we did a number on that armored car. That was beautiful. Wow, look at all the craters, guys, on that tile. That tile has been completely destroyed. It's just a ton of craters. Nice work, guys. All right, here we go. Right back to base with this guy as well. This guy we're going to go ahead and give some replacements to. But we're not going to be able to afford replacements to everybody. That's just a fact. Go ahead and open fire here on the T-34. Nice. Man, I'll sacrifice a unit to kill a T-34. Get off my railway. There we go. Nice kill there by the Finnish infantry. And we're going to move this tank unit in and see if we can finish off this T-34. That would be a huge win for our side. Yes! Dead enemy T-34, and I'm leaving that wreck right there for the enemy to deal with. That is a wonderful kill. Let me open fire on this one as well. So if we can destroy their armor, that's a huge step forward. It's not going to, you know, ensure us victory at all, but it's definitely a huge step forward. Good boys. There we go. They're going to run away. Let's bring in some reinforcements here. And we're going to attack them from a forest hex. And with this unit, I'm going to attack the enemy tank. Again, I think the key here is at least stop the armor. The armor is going to get them through really easily if we let it. So we're going to try to do everything we can to stop the armor. I'm going to pull this unit back to get some reinforcements. Pull this unit forward to defend the pass, and he's contending against Katyusha rocket launchers. I mean, this is not easy for this Finnish unit at all. There we go. Move back, enemies. Oh, this unit's in trouble as well. Alright, I'm just going to bring him back to the town itself and try to defend that. I know I can defend at least the town. I don't know if I can hold it, but I know that that's a location where I don't have to deal with 3 Soviet armies surrounding me, at least initially. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to have to bring some more units into this fight for sure. We can't really afford many units. In fact, we can't afford any, at least not right now, with the amount we spent on reinforcements, but we don't really have a choice, guys. I mean, we need reinforcements. Let's move over here, and I'm going to start attacking the enemy here. We've got to attack them everywhere we can, because with this many enemy units, if we don't use some guerrilla tactics and hit them from multiple locations, they're just going to easily break through our line. So I'm trying to use as many guerrilla tactics as I can. And I think one of those is going to be just to minimize the amount of enemies. There we go, we're hitting the Katyusha rocket launcher, which of course is a very powerful system. We still got this bomber. He could probably get a hit on the Katyusha as well. But maybe we're better off hitting this enemy infantry unit. We really have to make these decisions quickly. And we're not always going to make the right decision. In this case, I'm going to go for the artillery gun. But they do have an anti-air gun, which is probably going to hit some of our men here. Get him! Alright, we managed to hit one of the enemies, so that's not too bad. One of our Messerschmitts will be ready for active duty very soon. Thanks, TSPC. TSPC says you're going to have to swing your tanks north to block the advance. Yep, you're probably right. Oh, cool. War in the East is still in the lead. Yes, that's very cool. Scourge of War is also 4 points. So, we've got some Napoleonic War lovers as well. Very cool. I love both of them, so I think you guys have definitely selected the right game in both instances, I must say. I'm very proud of you guys. Boom! There we go. Look at that. Just because you guys decided to pick the two best games, we've got an excellent kill on the armored car. I'm sure the two have something to do with one another. Let's go ahead and open fire here. We're going to make it across no matter what. And now we're on land. Now we pose more of a threat to the enemy. Non-stop craters. I'm going to fire at... Actually, I'm going to move forward. Maybe that's not the greatest idea in the world. We'll have to live with it for now. Nice! That's a nice amount of reinforcements right there. And this guy is about to crash. Otherwise, I would attack that Soviet plane. But right now, we got to send him in and get some fuel. Okay, guys, we will end the turn. I think we still have to move the train. That's right. Yep, we still have the train on the way. And we'll let this guy out of the train next turn. Hopefully, the enemy doesn't attack it, although I'm expecting that's exactly what they're going to try to do. I certainly would if I was in this position. You guys stay put. So much damage. Not passing that bridge, friends. Oh, more Katyushas. Okay, well, wow, that was a serious attack. And guys, we're going to take a short 3-minute intermission. So sit back, relax, and do some roulette, etc. Let me know what you guys think about how we're doing so far in the comments down below. Also, make sure to go ahead and vote in our straw poll for what game you want to see Friday. I like to see War in the East is in the lead. That's really cool. But I want to see just how many different people and different votes there are. I'll be back in 3 minutes, my friends. Okay, my friends, back to the front we go. Make sure the mic volume is okay, guys. If it's too loud or too low, let me know. And of course, we are back here on the front trying to stop these Reds from breaking through, but it's easier said than done. It really is. We're going to have to move this tank back. Don't think we can get him a lot of support, honestly, but we're going to do everything we can. And of course, we've got to keep this guy here to try and stop the enemy T-34s from advancing. But at this point, we know what the enemy does. They simply pull back, reinforce the unit, and send them back out. So I'm almost tempted to move forward and attack here, but that would definitely be a mistake. I'm going to stay back here. I'm going to use my artillery and go ahead and actually bombard the enemies here in the woods. There's some Soviet units attacking there, and that's definitely a problem. And let's also fire over here. And on the Katyushas as well. really glad we got all that artillery. I think that's making a big difference. Maybe not the biggest difference, but it's certainly helping a little bit. And we're going to have to move back with these guys. They're going to need reinforcements soon as well. And we'll move forward with the replacements. By the way, I would imagine as a Finnish unit on this front, this would be the scariest place to be. You would not want to be on this location of the front because you know you're going to come into contact with the enemy. Here we go. Move the enemies back once again. And yeah, I'm going to have to leave these guys a little open, but I think we can destroy this unit, and that comes first. Leave none alive, boys. Nice. There we go. Another Soviet unit destroyed. I could try to open fire on this guy, but I think I'd rather reinforce. And now we can start sending some Messerschmitts out after this really frustrating enemy plane here, the Ilyushin Il-2. Very cool. I like the explosion so loud today, says Cable Nexus. Okay, let's see if we can bring in some more fighters. So, we'll pop these guys out. I'd love to get some more planes to them, but we can't, you know, reinforce everybody. We can maybe reinforce these guys. No, not even them. We just lack the points right now, the requisition points, essentially cash. We lack cash to really get any units. I'm also going to pull back with this unit, reinforce them eventually. Right now, we're going to pull back with these guys, or pull forward with these guys, attack this position, and hopefully retake this little hill here. I really like that little hill, so I'd like it back. There we go. Nice. Nice shooting. Might be able to hit it again. Let's go for it. And remember, we can always turn this BT-42 into a tank, so I'm not too worried about that. I hope we don't have to do that, but if that has to be done, we'll do it. I'm going to move forward, and I am going to attack this unit just because I know I can kill it this turn. For me, that's very important right now. The enemy has so many guys on the field. Taking out as many as we can is very important. Open fire. They're going to run across the river as soon as that machine gun opens up. What did I tell you? At this point, there's no need for them to carelessly throw their lives away when they can just retreat and reinforce their lines every chance they get. Let's get these guys off the trains. These guys desperately need reinforcements. We're going to move them into this town, and hopefully they can get the help they need very soon. And look at these guys. These guys are coming off the trains, ready to fight the Soviet heavy infantry. Move forward a little bit more as well. Actually, we should have waited just a bit. We can still fire with our mortars, believe it or not. So let's actually use some mortar fire here on the enemy. Not very effective. Let's see what else we can do. Really want to move these guys forward to attack, but I know that's just a mistake. We need to try to keep as many of our units alive as we can. And we'll end the turn. This guy actually could move forward, but I think I'll keep him here. The Finnish engineer unit. Wow, these tanks really want to break through. I think we could actually cut the enemy off here. sort of in a pincer formation if we play this correctly. So look how badly they want to destroy our tank units. Oh boy, nice bombardment there. They took out an infantry unit. That tank unit got a little overeager. This could be an opportunity for us to wipe out a Soviet tank unit. Man, but look at all the injured. So many injured units on our side. Well, we still haven't lost Vipuri. That's the good news. Let's see if we can open fire here. So I'm definitely going for that tank. Yes. And I am moving into this location only for one reason, and that's because I want to move a stronger unit into this area over here. I'm actually going to reinforce this unit, and I'm going to attack this guy with this unit right here. Unfortunately, we've lost all the artillery guns over there because of the enemy's incessant bombardment. English, right? English. So let's try and attack these units as well. See, I think we can kill this guy. And this guy's trapped behind enemy lines, so that would absolutely help us out. Move forward. We're no longer trapped, but we're still not in the best situation in the world. And look at that. The Finnish ski troops grab another kill. Nice. Beautiful. What about this guy? I want to see if we can weaken him with our guns first. Actually, let's fire at the tank. Nice. We actually managed to do some damage there. That's pretty rare with a T-34. This is the model 1940, so it's not the greatest quality. All right, nice, very nice. Nice! Absolutely beautiful. So we actually managed to destroy that armored car as well. Unfortunately, our infantry are in a really tough spot, and I'm not sure they're going to be able to weather the storm here. Go ahead and try to get some artillery shots on the Soviet infantry over here. This is Soviet Infantry 44. They know what they're doing. These guys desperately need some reinforcements, so let's try to get as many reinforcements as we can for these units. At least they can carry out the fight in this area. I think so far our guys in the southwest are doing okay. They're at least doing better than our guys here. Let's be honest. Nice. Enemy return fire. And let's get rid of this steel behemoth. He's been causing us problems since the beginning. We'll try to get our bomber back and save him, but I'm not sure if we can save him. He might be out of his 9 lives at this point. Let's see. Nice! We finally got him. He's going down. Beautiful. And we will end the turn right here. I want to make sure we haven't missed anything super important. There's nothing we can do about these guys, unfortunately. I'd love to reinforce them, but that's just not going to happen. And these guys should probably fall back. Actually, they've got that beautiful Panzerfaust. We might actually be able to damage the enemy a bit. Nice. We've got them down to 1. If we could just do one more little bit of damage, then we could destroy that tank for sure. Unfortunately, we can't. So let's end the turn. One more plane. What to do, what to do. Never seen this work, but we're gonna try. Yep. At At least we tried. At least we tried. Sometimes a Messerschmitt can shoot a tank up, but it's pretty rare, let's be honest. And once again, guys, welcome back, everybody. It's so good to see so many people in the stream right now. I want to also say hi to everybody on YouTube. We mostly stick to Twitch because we get to play roulette here and do all sorts of fun stuff. But of course, we appreciate everybody showing up. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channels as well as these channels. That's really important to keep this whole thing going. You know, we're one of the few companies, maybe the only company, video game company, that actually does an everyday stream for you guys. Obviously, we don't stream on weekends, but that's really the exception to the rule. I think we're going to go ahead and end the turn here. I wish we could keep attacking, but I don't think there's much we can do. Start moving up to the north because there are a lot of enemies there. At us. You know, that clock is ticking for them, so they need to try and take at least this first defensive point soon. And they're not managing that. So technically we are holding them back, and technically we're kind of winning the fight. But in the process of losing a ton of men and not having enough requisition points to really, you know, reinforce them or keep them reinforced. Okay, back to us. Wow, that was a lot of attack points there. And look at this. The German Luftwaffe is preparing to send over a detachment Kulme, composed of fighter aircraft and ground attack planes. This unit will provide much-needed air support for our ground troops. Cool. I always like new planes. I'll accept those. I don't know where they put them, but we'll find them eventually. We need to start destroying these troops. So I'm going to go ahead and go over here. These are the guys we want to hit at the hardest. Basically need to show the enemy that crossing the bridge is a very, very bad idea. And one way to do that is to just bombard this unit with everything we've got. Any of the units getting this close to us. Nice! Look at that! That's a kill 6! That's unbelievable. We're going to get right there on the rail yards once again. And we're going to keep trying to hit the rest of these guys. But these guys have to run away, the Finnish engineers, and get some reinforcements. It's going to take them a while. As of right now, though, we're focused on the enemy here. We're lobbing everything we have at them. We don't want them crossing the bridge. And we're also going to try to weaken these guys. So mostly I'm only spreading the damage out to sort of weaken these guys so they can't do a lot of damage to our troops. But realistically speaking, I always recommend to focus entirely on one unit and try to destroy it with everything you've got. There we go. We warned you, Reds, get back across the river, but you wouldn't listen. Now we must destroy you. These guys need some reinforcements too, and I think they deserve them. Same with these guys. Although we should get them to a safer location, because right now they are in possibly the most unsafe location around. we have a problem here. We have a big problem. Who is gonna fill that line? They might have to. They might break through this tiny little gap. I'm the best troops money can buy. That's all I can really do. And can we reinforce this tank substantially? No, of course not. Too expensive. I am going to try to attack this enemy fighter plane. Nice. The Luftwaffe still has it. We still control the skies. Alright, we'll also take a look at WWII here in a second, because I think that's probably where the Germans sent the reinforcements they just gave us. And I definitely want to get a piece of that action. But first, we have to move these guys back, because they're nearly dead. And we'll move these guys forward to defend the bridge. I love these Panther Kampfwagons. They can definitely take on enemy infantry units. Move back. In fact, I'm going to move forward and see if I can't retake this town. I know that's a bit of a hefty task at this point, but you gotta try everything, right? I don't see the German planes. We're going to have to look for them. No German planes as of right now, guys. Unless they're going to just materialize out of nowhere, and maybe we just get them next turn. We do still have these, though. One of those left. If only we had one more Messerschmitt to use. Unfortunately, we don't. I know everybody was hoping for a happy ending. They were like, oh, sure, certainly we've got one. No, we don't. We do have this infantry unit, though, and he's going to be able to hit this Soviet unit if he tries to cross that bridge. So for now, we're just going to watch these guys. If they try to cross the bridge, we're going to shoot at them. If not, they can remain there all the time they want. The entire war, even. And it's not going to affect us one bit. Alright. No, you stay put. I think we've got some enemy destroyers detecting. They're looking for subs, but we don't have any navy to speak of. Alright guys, so how do you think this is going so far? Do you think we can win this battle, or not? We have already completed one of the secondary objectives, which is holding the VT line for 10 turns. So that's actually a pretty big objective. But can we win? That's the question. There we go. There is the German air detachment. Beautiful. Brand new Stuka dive bombers. Probably some Messerschmitts as well. No Focke-Wulfs. Amazing. We got some Focke-Wulfs on hand. So these guys are absolutely going to help in the air war. In fact, the Focke-Wulf can probably even shoot some enemy infantry units. They're pretty powerful. I am also going to go ahead and we're not gonna be able to get many men back, but we're gonna try to get as many as possible here to rejoin the fight. I was expecting to do more damage than that. Kill them! We got way too far into Finland. Let's take a look here. Seems you're running out of units. Your line may collapse on you. Yeah, I think you're probably right. Probably true. Congrats, dogs. Okay, here we go. We still got this plane over here. What to do, what to do. Could actually try to start targeting their infantry. At this point, I'm getting pretty desperate. Actually, let's hit their Katyushas. I think the Katyushas have pretty light armor plating, so we could probably shoot through them fairly easily. So that's what we're gonna do. Fortunately, they have some AA guns. That's never fun. Let's target the enemy tank here. I'll even chase it with our tank right here if we have to. So let's test out the efficacy of the lower gun elevation here. Ooh, we're gonna have to wait a turn. I didn't expect that. Start turning back and attacking this guy. I will give some artillery support to the units defending against this guy, but really we're more focused on the tank, to be honest with you. Nice! Really nice shots there by the arty. Oh, he is badly damaged. So we could probably finish this guy off, but I want to see if we can finish the tank off first. Let's attack. Not quite. Nonetheless, I think we still get this guy. Just imagine the amount of Russians we've already killed. I mean, just at this point, Stalin would be enraged because the amount of men he's lost during this operation has far outweighed its benefits. They still haven't broken our lines. They probably will soon. I think a lot of you are right on that, but we're doing pretty alright so far. Now, obviously, that could change at a moment's notice. But we have to try and stay as strong as possible. By the way, guys, we are getting close to the end of this stream, so if you have any more keys, Muso, start giving them away. Don't forget, guys, to please vote on our straw polls. Those are really important to make sure what you want to see on Friday. Also, make sure to check out all of our YouTube channels, subscribe to them, check out the recent videos, hit that like button, share the videos with your friends. We really want to grow the wargaming community, and it's only with your help that that's going to happen. In the meantime, let's turn it over to Les Soviets. But first, let's make sure we don't have any more units to move, and no, we don't. Oh, we still have one shot. What am I talking about? One artillery shot is worth quite a lot here. Thought I'd get that kill. And actually, we might as well fire our mortar, even if we're not willing to fire anything else. Let's shoot our mortar here. my glorious Finnish warriors. Okay, wow, so much attack, so many attacks going on right now. It's just unbelievable. I'm definitely going to move these guys back because I don't want them cut off. But quite frankly, they are cut off no matter what. The enemy has advanced so rapidly here. I'm pretty much going to give all my artillery support to try and get these guys out of the village. That was pretty effective, actually. Let's go ahead and open fire here. And I hope these ski troops are prepared to take this village back. Wow, that was actually, that worked out perfectly, to be honest with you. And wait a minute, I really want to shoot this biplane down. Let's try and find one of our Messerschmitts. There are beautiful Messerschmitts. There's one. Why would you have a biplane? It's 1944. I'd rather go for the tank. So I'm going to go for the tank. I'm also going to cut off this unit. So you guys will see in a second what I'm talking about. So there we go. That guy is moving back. We're going to get some reinforcements here. Now, I definitely don't want to lose this save game, so I'm going to save this, guys. Now, this particular save game, if we continue it, will only be continued on our late-night streams, which are these streams we're having right now. If you guys prefer the late-night streams to the early streams, please let us know. In fact, if we want to, why don't we do a straw poll on that, Muso? So you guys can let us know if you prefer streams at this hour or if you prefer streams earlier. It really helps us to determine when we should be streaming, etc. When I stream like this, I'm streaming from home, so that's why we have a different save file on the computer at work. So if we save something here, we can't necessarily play it at work. I mean, we could always export the save file. It's not the end of the world. But generally, we just wait until we do the stream the next day. So do let us know, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope everybody got the keys they wanted, and I hope you guys will be playing those games a little later today. Anyway, let's take a look at that straw poll. I'm curious myself. Yep, I agree with Jared K. Absolutely. We actually had somebody attacking one of our Field of Glory videos recently, and they're like, this is a ripoff of Rome Total War. And then I was like, first of all, Field of Glory, the original came out before Rome Total War, so your point is completely moot. But it happens. And also, Muso, if you could share our channels, that would be great. Thank you. I'm gonna click on the straw poll myself. I'm voting too. Wow, 5 votes for later streams already. My goodness. So that gives us our answer. We'll definitely keep that in mind, guys, so far. We'll keep checking the results, but we really do appreciate it. Wow, 7 votes for later streams. We do like doing these later streams. Now, obviously, we do these outside of work hours, so it's a little more work for us. The best way to repay us is just subscribe to the Matrix Slytherin YouTube channels and stop by our streams, share them with your friends, get more people involved. And I think, what's the straw poll result so far on what I'm going to be playing? Is it going to be War in the East? Because I am a little intimidated. I've played before. I love the game, but I know we're in for a big stream if we're going to do War in the East. We might have to make it a 2-hour stream to make it worthwhile, because some turns in War in the East, I'm sure you guys know, can take 30 minutes just to set up your armies and to start moving. So keep that in mind as well. Alright guys, thank you so much again for showing up. We always appreciate you guys stopping by. And I hope you guys appreciate these streams. And oh, thank you. Look, my channel too. Wonderful. I always love some shameless self-promotion for myself. If you guys want to, that's one link you guys can drop whenever you want. Just all the time. Thank you so much, Muso. And thank you guys for stopping by as well. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day or night. And I will see you tomorrow, I believe. Take care, buddies.